joining me today to talk all about Dragula Resurrection, a new 2-hour special coming to Shudder for Halloween. I love the series. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us. But I guess first, thank you for giving us some Halloween content. Can you just talk a little bit about, what it meant to you to be able to release something at this time?
Well, of course, Halloween's our favorite time of the year. And we've been planning on releasing something at this time of year for a while now. Obviously, COVID pushed things back a little bit. But this idea for Resurrection's been floating around for quite a while. Just because season 4 got pushed back due to COVID, it left an opening for us to actually pull this off right now. So we're super excited to actually be able to have time to do it.
I was saying, once the announcement came out that it was going to be coming the week before Halloween, a lot of people were very, very excited.
And of course, we love to see that. I don't know how much you know about our history here in the city, but we are responsible for throwing the annual Halloween ball, like basically the biggest party in Los Angeles. So that isn't there for us either. So we felt there was a little bit of a hole in everybody's dark heart around Halloween. So we were more than happy to create something like this. It's something that we've wanted to create for a while, and this opportunity just kind of arose out of the strange circumstances. So it all worked out.
I was gonna say, as an LA resident, I have been to one of your parties. It is a fantastic time. Like, I did drag, but not nearly anywhere near as good as the two of you look.
Well, hey, you have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love that.
But I want to know if you guys could talk a little bit about filming during the pandemic. I know you drove across the country for this. I'm imagining like Tu Wong Fu and full drag the whole time. Just what was that like?
It was dangerous, it's a dangerous time. Like,
Yeah.
Obviously to start with, there's the pandemic. So, Los Angeles is taking it very seriously. We had to quarantine with the people that we went on the trip with. And it was just a few, there was 5 of us total, very small crew.
Okay.
So we had to quarantine together. And then, as we were leaving, we were noticing as we were getting to some of these places that were red zones, that were not taking it so seriously. There was a lot of people not wearing masks. There's a lot of people just going to restaurants. And I mean, it was kind of terrifying, honestly. Coming from LA, where it seems like we've been in like a post-apocalyptic kind of scenario, and then you go outside and people are pretending like nothing's going on. That was pretty terrifying.
It was truly shocking. And it was one state after the next, And we were gone for weeks. So, we quickly learned, like, once we got over the mental hump, which happened like day 1 or day 2, we kind of looked at each other and we were like, holy shit, like, this is happening. This is kind of crazy. So we felt like our team was a little in danger, and it was kind of important to us to just keep everybody as safe as possible. Not only the competitors, but our crew. And because, we were traveling around in spacesuits in our little van bubble, and we tried to keep it as like non-toxic as possible, and we succeeded, of course.
Yes. But it was also dangerous because we were shooting in dangerous places, because you know how we do, we can't make mistakes. So it was kind of, between the pandemic and that, it was just kind of terrifying but kind of exciting at the same time.
And I think the press release said you performed some of the performance, or did some of the performances in haunted spaces or abandoned train yards. Can you talk a little bit about those? And did you notice spooky things other than what you all brought to the locations?
Well, we can't really tell you too much.
What I can say is, like, there are a lot of Americans that are actually really scary.
That I believe.
No, that was part of the magic, I think, of traveling around state to state, not only to see how the artists live and like where their inspirations come from in and out of drag, but also the different locales and what those cities and states had to offer. Some of them were extremely rural. Like, we were deep in the woods, like very cabin in the woods, like spiders and snakes and all kinds of, it was real, but then other locales are like just desert wastelands, and it was super beautiful, but also like completely desolate.
And scorpions. There were scorpions. That wasn't fun.
Oh, no, thank you.
High heels and scorpions don't go together.
No, not a good combo.
We're open toe most of the time. So there's scorpions, there was snakes, there was a giant swamp spider that got into some of our producers' clothes, which was interesting.
And we
big.
Found it at the bottom of the washing machine. I mean, and I tell you, like this Georgia thing, this Georgia spider was like this big. I couldn't believe that.
It was alive after it had been washed through a cycle too. So
that thing is strong then.
Yeah.
And I know the floor shows are obviously going to be very different this time around with, you're traveling to each location instead of everyone being all together, doing it at once. Just how was that? And how hard does that make the decision for you harder at the end? Because you're not seeing.
They're not ready.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you anything about the format and that, since you'll have to wait and see how it all works together. But
okay.
I think people will really like it. And I don't think it's what people expect. So they'll be pleasantly surprised. Let's put it that way.
I was gonna say, I could see you as like Devil Wears Prada. Why is no one ready?
It was really different for us. We're always very hands-on in all of the, producing all of the seasons. But this experience with Resurrection was very special because the crew was so small. Mm-hmm. So Drac and I really stepped forward. We were directing, we were working directly with the competitors, like helping with their stories, lighting. Like practically like give me the camera. And,
we come from like a production background. That's what we do. So people at home that watch the show don't know how involved that we are, but we are involved in every step of the production. We are show producers at heart. That's what we do, whether it's live events or TV or whatever. So it was kind of fun for us because we got to dig in a little closer. I mean, we're literally holding lights and cameras and doing different, like we're very hands-on the whole time. And we told the competitors before we came, we're coming as producers. Don't look at us like the Boulet brothers. We're here to make you look good, and that's what we did.
There were so many moments, and not just with one of them, with like most of them, where it was like we would be filming, we're in the swamp, and we're doing all this stuff, and they just kind of crack for a minute, like, I can't believe y'all are here. I just can't believe you're here. You're in my town. It was really personal. It was really unique, and it was fun.
Right, it's got to be different than seeing what we see when we watch the show and how it's all in one location, and it seems like it's going to be a very interesting experience.
Yeah, it is.
And now I know the winner gets to also compete in season 4. I mean, how are you already thinking ahead? I know you must be starting production on that soonish.
Everything is planned already, but the roles haven't been assigned. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know everyone, especially in LA, we're in a bit of a holding pattern. So I'm sure that now, but have you already started thinking, extermination challenges and what that'll be like in this new normal?
I think one of them should be to get through Alabama and not catch COVID. I think that should be one of the.
That's probably difficult.
Look, I think things have been so touch and go since all of this started. So we're only planning ahead just so much. We can be flexible. We have tons of ideas. We want the winner of Resurrection to have their moment and be celebrated before we open.
Obviously, even on the regular seasons, the death scenes are always incredible. Just the trailer alone, it looks super cinematic. Just what was it? Was it nice to have that extra layer this time around? And what did that really bring to the process, I guess?
I think in short, what you're going to see with Resurrection is some of the most cinematic and beautiful footage of drag that I think is out there, period. The floor shows are incredible. We basically expanded all of the sections of the show. So the Boulet cinematics at the beginning, the deaths, the floor shows, even the footage of us traveling, like the intimacy of their lives. It's special.
I think it's kind of a ride too. Like honestly, even watching it the other day, it's an emotional roller coaster. It's very exciting, and it actually is kind of sad at parts, and then it's scary and it's really funny. And I just think it's a roller coaster. Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's nice that this is almost like a movie. I've been watching the show since the first season. You see the production value go up every time around.
Yeah.
Where do you hope to bring the show going forward? Well, thank you both for talking today. I'm a big fan. I can't wait to watch this and see what you both have in store for us next.
Thank you.
You're in for a treat. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Have a good one.